What's up, YouTube? This is Crazy316 coming with a video response for Spearmaster. Let's jump right into this. The first argument that this ignorant black buffoon states is that there's scientific evidence that homosexuality, that you're born with it. Well, there's not a shred of scientific evidence that homosexuality is genetic or that's something that you're born with. There is a hormonal study that states that the more sons a mother has, the youngest son is most likely to become a homosexual because the mother's estrogen acts as antigens and attacks the son's Y chromosome, therefore giving him feminine characteristics, also including brain reactions. The problem with this study and this theory is that it's only 65.8% accurate and that it doesn't explain lesbianism. Secondly, you said Fool4alifetime was anti-Prop 8. You're a moron. Anti-Prop 8 would be against same-sex marriage, not for it. Get the facts. Spearmaster, use your brain for a second. How is it that we are denying homosexuals equal rights when under the Constitution, every single person, black, white, male, female, Asian, Mexican, whatever, have one right to marry the opposite sex? That is an equal right. Homosexuals want extra special rights to marry the same sex. Spearmaster, you're one of the last people I should expect to ever try to compare blacks with homosexuals. Let's go down the list of things that separates the two groups. Blacks actually qualify for minority status based off of several factors, including their inability to change their skin color, their living conditions back at the time, their political power back in the time, and their financial status. Homosexuals all possess all these things, which blacks didn't back then. Homosexuals are not a minority because they don't qualify in any realm. Homosexuals and/or homosexuality is not a gender or a race. The Constitution protects race and gender because they're static. You can't change them. We have not proven that homosexuality is something that is unchangeable via scientific evidence. Therefore, all the ex-gays, the real ones, including people like Johnny McClurkin, it's their word against theirs. It's the homosexuals against the ex-homosexuals' word. Therefore, why should we trust the homosexuals? Spearmaster, you once again show your stupidity, trying to equivalent biblical slavery with American slavery. Let's get this one thing straight. American slavery was unjust. It was forced. They had their children ripped away from them. They were forced to breastfeed white babies. They were beaten. They didn't get what they deserved. Biblical slavery, on the other hand, is much more complex. The majority of them, the vast majority of them, had a chance to either, it was like a job. They could choose, if they couldn't support their family, to become a master slave and work in exchange for like food and shelter and things like that. So you might want to check yourself on that note, son. Spearmaster, there is no such thing as a homosexual Christian, not by definition. The definition of a Christian is one who follows the teachings of Christ. When Christ clearly contradicted same-sex marriage and only spoke for heterosexual marriage. Why don't you read the whole Bible and get an education? As far as Ted Haggard is concerned, it's possible to be a backslider. God says he's married to the backslider. But as to my knowledge, he has repented of his sins, and he is moving forward. So you even bringing up him is irrelevant. Fool4alifetime is nothing but a house Negro, yet you lack education in everything that you're saying. You might want to check yourself on that note, too. How does the male anatomy fitting perfectly with the female anatomy have anything to do with ignorance? That's common sense. Ask a doctor. Any type of prolonged anal sex, whether it be hetero or homosexual, is dangerous. If you want to live yourself in a diaper for the rest of your life or the rest of your later years, go ahead and keep on doing it. I wish you would bring your shoe and your threat to Moreno Valley, California. We will see what goes down. Coughlin is a broke-down bastard that looked like he fell off the side of a truck. Maybe you've never stepped foot outside your house, but there's still all kinds of sneaky racial discrimination going on in this country. Coughlin don't even have no room to speak on the issue while he's talking with all that madness. Nobody ever professed to have struggled in this day and age like they did in the civil rights movement. What we're trying to say is there are still issues out there. So Coughlin's whole video is irrelevant. The guy's a moron. Nobody cares if you mad as hell, nigga. Don't get your panties in a twist. I can't believe you stooped so low to try to even use the animal kingdom argument. Humans are mammals, but we are not like the animal kingdom, you dumb idiot. We possess logic, reasoning, and morals. The animal kingdom doesn't have these three things. That's why they eat their young. That's why they kill their pack leader to take his position. That's why they lick themselves clean. That's why they lick up their vomit. Show you a bear that caused the Holocaust? You're a moron. You're generalizing one person's actions across the entire human race. Think about it, you idiot. People that enslaved people in the Congo, the last I checked, we haven't had legal slavery in years and years. You're generalizing once again a tiny group that committed these actions over the entire human race, which is completely idiotic and moronic. George W. Bush may have been the worst president in American history, but he did make sure that we were not attacked again. All in all, you're just another one of the uneducated idiots out there on YouTube that have no clue as to what they're talking about. You say all these things without giving it any thought. Your arguments hold no merit. Please, do yourself a favor. Go to college. Get an education. Get a life.